All right, first graders. So today I am going to teach you about author's purpose. Okay, and I know we've talked about this before, but I'm just going to review it. So when an author goes out to write a story, they're doing it for a reason, right? And we've decided that most times when authors write a story, it is for one of three reasons. One of them is to persuade, one is to inform, and one is to entertain. All right, so I'm going to explain to you what each of these words means, okay? If an author, their purpose of writing a story is to persuade, that means they are trying to convince you to do something or try something. Okay, so for example, when we wrote our restaurant reviews, you guys were trying to persuade me or your peers. You were trying to persuade someone to go to that restaurant, convince them. Okay, so an example could be also commercials, right? When we watch commercials, they are trying to convince us to go buy something, to go watch a show, right? When I see a commercial for my favorite kind of cereal, they make it look so delicious and they are persuading me to buy it. Next time I go to the grocery store, I'm going to want to buy that kind of cereal. Okay, so that is one way or one reason an author would write something is to persuade. Okay, another reason that authors write is just simply to inform. So to teach you something. The author gives you information and teaches you facts. So, you guys, when you were authors of your nonfiction chapter books that we wrote before school closed, you all were writing to inform. You researched an animal, you wrote a whole book all about that animal. Okay, and you weren't writing that to convince me to like that animal. You weren't persuading me. You were simply writing to inform or teach me about that animal. Okay, and then the final one is to entertain. So, authors sometimes write stories just to entertain us. So, I'm thinking of elephant and piggy stories, right? We're not learning facts about elephants or facts about pigs. We're not learning anything about those animals. Or that author's not trying to convince us to go get ice cream from a special store or convince us to get something. Mo Willems writes Elephant and Piggy books just for our own entertainment, for us to enjoy, for us to laugh. Okay, so sometimes authors write books to entertain. So, as I'm reading our Yellowstone book today, I want you guys to think, why did this author write this story? Are they trying to convince us to go visit Yellowstone? Maybe are they persuading us to take better care of the earth? Are they just informing us? Or did they write it just to keep us entertained, to enjoy the story? All right. Yellowstone, a place of wild wonders. Introduction. National parks are areas of protected land. In 1872, Yellowstone became the first national park. What can people see there? A hotspot. People go to Yellowstone to see Old Faithful. Old Faithful is a geyser. It shoots steam and hot water high into the air. Yellowstone supervolcano. Yellowstone is home to an old caved-in volcano. The volcano has had 3 big eruptions. The rim of the caved-in volcano is more than 45 miles across in some places. People still watch Yellowstone closely. The volcano doesn't look as if it's going to erupt again soon. Yellowstone is on top of a hot spot. The hot spot made geysers, hot springs, and mud pools. Wildlife. More than 350 kinds of animals live in Yellowstone. These animals are big and hairy. They roll on the ground to get rid of flies. These animals are big but fast. They sleep in dens all winter. These animals were forced out of Yellowstone, but people brought them back. History. Native Americans came to Yellowstone before it was a national park. More people went to Yellowstone and knew it had to be protected. Today, there are many more national parks. Conclusion. Many people go to Yellowstone every year. They go to fish, hike, and camp in the park. All national parks are great places to see, but Yellowstone was the first. And there is our glossary. All right, so when I go back to this, I'm thinking, did the author write that to persuade me to do or try something? Was the author giving me information and teaching me facts? Or did the author write to make me enjoy the story? All right. The author of this Yellowstone book wrote it because they wanted just to inform us. Most nonfiction books usually are to inform us. All right. Okay, so your activity to go along with our Yellowstone book today, we're going to do a little bit of a different, it's a word work activity, and it looks like this, okay? So over here, we have a list of words. Pretty, nice, tiny, chilly, unhappy, powerful, quick, and unclean. Okay, and you are coming up with a word from this word bank up here. Which one of these words is a synonym? And we've never really talked about that. So a synonym, first graders, are two words that pretty much mean the same thing. Okay, so let me give you an example. If I said Champ is fat, a synonym for the word fat would be chubby, or Champ is heavy. Okay, those are synonyms. They all mean the same thing. All right, another synonym, I could say Champ is fast. Fast. And some synonyms for fast would be speedy. Champ is quick. Champ is speedy, quick, fast. I can't think of another one, but I bet you guys can. All right, so this list of words here has a matching synonym up top. So a word that means the exact same thing, pretty much, okay? So let's do the first one together. Right here, the word is pretty. Okay, let's see. What is a synonym for pretty? Do pretty and small mean the same thing? No. Pretty and cold? No. What about strong, fast, kind, sad, beautiful? Pretty and beautiful are synonyms. So right here you would write beautiful. If you want to in your journal just write these, that's also fine, but it is on Seesaw, so you can add in a text box and enter it on each of these, okay? So pretty, the synonym for pretty is beautiful. Okay, so I want you to write in beautiful. If you can think of even another synonym for the word pretty that isn't up here, you can add more than one word, okay? All right, guys, great job.